G'day everyone, JoeRilla here again, and welcome back to the Plankcraft server. Yay! Again, I seem to do that a lot, get all excited and stuff. Yes, this is still the same world, don't panic. I'm out here in the ice spikes biome. I didn't come here, well I did originally, the first time. I came out here to grab some packed ice, because I knew it was here, I just, wanted to see it for myself. And I actually really like this landscape, I think, and where this nether portal is situated, just sort of in this little valley, I reckon this would be a perfect spot for a build. The sort of build I have in mind, something kind of semi-traditional, sort of like a lodge, like a hotel or something like that. Maybe not a hotel, hotel's probably the wrong word, a lodge is probably better. So I'm talking like wood, warm, homely type of build. I think that would look really nice here. I've got a rough idea of what I want to do. I've got all my stuff down here. Pardon me. I'll need to gather up some snow first. So you got a bit of that. Yeah, there's going to be some of that. Some of that. And a lot of this snow is going to be dug up because I want to incorporate that into the theme as well. And it is going to be situated with this nether portal in it. So I'm going to leave this as is and sort of focus the build, well, not focus the build, but the build will start with this as its sort of starting point and go from there. So what I'm going to do now is grab some snow because hell knows I need it, and then I'm going to get started with a rough layout of what I want to do. So sit tight and I'll be back with you in a minute. Horses. Since when do they swim? Polar bear. Look at that. What do they do? Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've got enough snow for now. If I need more, well, there's plenty of it around. The reason I'm looking this way is because of the landscape behind me. I've halfway decimated it, don't panic. Grass will grow back, snow will fall, etc, etc. So what I have in mind is I'm just going to start, where is my wood? Wood, what do I want? I think we'll start with my baby, dark oak. Grab one of those. I'll store this for now, except maybe one stack of it. Now I'm sort of going to be copying the big fella as far as colour scheme goes, a little bit, sort of copying, not too bad. But that's where the copying sort of stops. So what I'm talking about is like a dark wood, mostly dark wood and white, and I'll try and work in a few other colours here and there. It's going to be nice. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sort of going for like a warm and welcoming sort of feel. But I just need to get started on a few things, and once I've got something to show you, I'll be back. Okay, so I have laid out the shape of this build. Now, this is going to be the sort of the outside wall, but the bottom half of it, if that makes sense, because this whole thing's going to be raised. Let's not have any floating snow. So the vast majority of this space is probably going to go unused, but I do plan on having a few redstone thingies here and there, maybe some, lower access or whatever, because the ground floor in inverted commas is going to be on the, actually no, sorry, not on the level, one level up from where I'm standing, because I've got to do the log layer first. I just haven't quite worked out how I want to do the diagonals yet. So I'll probably do a bit of that now. Oh, go to sleep. So I'll just give you a quick squeeze from the outside. It's all basically looking like that, so textured like that. And then obviously you're going to have the horizontal log, and then that's going to be the floor height. But yeah, let's sleep away the night. Oh, for crying out loud. Anyways, I'll be back soon. I need to keep building. Alright, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to get a bit more of an idea of what we're going for here. I've filled in half the floor. I've completely run out of spruce wood. Now I know there's a spruce forest right there, but I sort of want to leave it as untouched as possible because that's sort of half the point of this place, is to sort of just take in the nature. And the physical size of it is because, well, I want it to be able to accommodate every person on the server in luxurious comfort. What I mean by that is, let's say that for whatever reason, there's how many of us are there? 8 or 9 of us on the server at any one time. We can all, hypothetically, be in this building and not be crammed up and all have, space to ourselves and a nice communal area, etc, etc. What I'm sort of planning out very, very roughly is one of these will be like a living sort of area with, I don't know, probably some armchairs. I might try and fit in a fireplace somehow. Fire ticks back on, so I need to be very, very careful. Maybe a bar, maybe a couple of pool tables. I don't know. Make it look really nice. This is going to obviously be like a hallway and then stairs down, and then over here, or whichever side it happens to be, maybe like a big dining hall. Incorporate, maybe like wall some bits of it off and then have like a kitchen in there. And then, since it's a lodge with accommodation, I will extend it probably, I don't know, maybe this way. Maybe that way. I don't know, one of the two directions. And sort of, or maybe even both ways, I don't know. And put sort of small bedrooms in there, just sort of accommodation type things. Just to make it, an authentic experience. But for now, I need to go do a couple of things. One of which is obviously get more wood, spruce wood in particular. Bloody portal, shut up. Did Kix come back on? No, he didn't. Yeah, so I need to go grab some more wood, more spruce wood, because as I say, I want to leave that nice and natural. And I desperately need to repair that shovel. While I'm at it, I may as well show you a couple of things back at the base that I have been working on. So stick around, I'll see you shortly. Alright, so just whilst I'm back here, you can see that I've obviously finally stopped being lazy and put in the black glass. See the little bits of red down the bottom there too, just as a little bit of differentiation, and also just up the top there's a little spire with red glass. I'm loving these faces. There was a comment, excuse me, on the previous video that this one looks like Merv Hughes, who, if you don't know, that's a famous Australian cricket player, and he had this thick as mustache. I'll see if I can find a picture of him. I'll flash it up on the screen if I do. Merv Hughes with a monocle. That was that was a Muzzler that said that one, and it does. It is Merv Hughes. That's great. Something I have been thinking about with this place, and I won't dwell on this too long before I get back out to the ice spikes. I'm not real sure if I'm going to be able to do the Ring of Fire, the Legend of Zelda idea. I don't see it happening the way I want it to happen. It's either going to be too blocky, it's going to mean, it's going to be like glass with lava, and it's just not going to look right. Honestly, the only way I could think of it working was if Fire Tick was still off, and I'd just make it out of cobwebs and light all the cobwebs on fire. That's literally the only way I could think of it working. But Fire Tick's on, so I can't do that. I do have another idea, but I'm not real sure if I should talk about it yet. Yeah, I won't. Anyways, I'm going to head back out to the ice spikes. Actually, no, I'm not. I need to collect some spruce wood first, but then I'm going to go head out to the ice spikes. Either which way, the next time you see me, I'll be out at the bloody ice spikes. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, see you soon. Alright, so you can probably sort of start to get an idea of what we're going for here. So this is obviously coming directly out of the portal, and you come up and out, and this is going to be a little hallway. I may need to build this out ever so slightly. Other than that, It's about the right shape. Just quickly go to sleep. Sleep this night away real quick. In your own time. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so you can sort of start to get an idea of the size and scale of this thing. As I say, the two different sides will have two different functions. So with this is like a sort of framework. I'm going to wait until I've done the walls on all of these to, pardon me, I'm going to wait for those. What am I trying to say here? Bloody hell. As you can tell, it's late night. I'm going to wait until I've done the walls to do the top bits of this framework because I'm not sure which direction I'm putting the logs in. Oh my god. Wow. Monologue much. Anyway, what I want to work out now, and I'm not real sure if I've got enough to do it. Just quickly go squiz in those shulker boxes. I want to do this out of logs, but I've got an inkling that it's not going to happen. No, it's not, because you need... Basically, I think for what I worked out was 18 aside, and I don't have even enough to do one. So what I could do is, where's those dark oak logs? I might actually, where is it? I don't think I've used them all. I have bloody used them all. Look at that. 4x4 is 16. That's not enough. This is what happens when you don't plan your stuff out. What I might do is go with my original idea. What I might do just whilst I'm trying to work this out is just ask a question. And that question is, when you watch Minecraft Let's Plays or Minecraft, whatever Minecraft it is you like to watch, what do you like to see? Like, do you like seeing variety, or in the sense that, you know, there'll be a bunch of different projects on the go at one time, or do you prefer to see a project get completed? You know, even if that does take, you know, a substantial number of episodes. Because for me personally, I'm in two minds. I like having a lot of projects on the go because, you know, I get bored fairly easily. Oh, pardon me. But at the same time, I can see it from a viewer's point of view where... that's not right. No, let's just get rid of that. Perfect. From the viewer's point of view, I can foresee people getting confused in a sense that, you know, I might chop and change projects, you know, try and keep the variety. The polar bear just spawned right in front of my face. I get distracted easily. Also, saying something about variety. Yes. So, you know, it's all well and good to have variety on the channel, which, as you know, variety, I say, is the spice of life. But, you know, where do you draw the line? Is it a case of, you know, you have to, you know, you've got to keep going with your projects, or do you change it up every single time? You know, give us your feedback down below, because I'm in two minds about it, and it may or may not influence what I do. If anything is going to influence what I do, this is probably it, because, you know, this is a big project, but I've got a lot of ideas in my head for various parts of the server, and I don't want any of them to go to waste. You know what I mean? So, you know, I may do, you know, 2 episodes at a time on this thing, or similar. You know what I mean? Instead of, you know, just go with this thing. Yeah, that meets up perfectly. Loving it. So let's just get rid of these placer blocks. But yeah, the flip side of that coin, though, is if I was to do that, like do, say, one more episode after this one out here, and then go on to, I don't know, something to do with the base, or some arbitrary redstone project, or some sort of farm. Look at all the polar bears. There's heaps of them now. You know, and come back to this, are people going to get confused and, you know, not remember where I'm up to, or, you know, is that just, they're going to be like, oh, you're going back to this thing? What? You know, that doesn't make any sense. See, I don't know. to me, as a viewer, I don't really mind too much because I usually follow the same people. And what that means is, even if they do have things all over the place, etho, because I've been following for so long, I can keep tabs on it and it doesn't really bother me. See, that looks all good right up until that top block there, so I think that top one has to go. See how this is gonna, what I'm planning on is obviously the octagonal shapes, but so these will be raised. I need to actually, yeah, there you go. That's all that needed. Probably not going to happen over there because it's going to be all solid, but we'll work that out as time goes on. That's all that needed. One block can make all the difference. But see, when I watch the likes of, Etho and stuff like that, because as I said, because I've been watching him for so long, I can keep track on it. But in my own case, I've only been YouTubing since, oh god, when did I start YouTube? It was last October or something like that. It wasn't long before my birthday. Yeah, it was sort of mid to late October, so, I haven't been going on for long enough to have a lot of long-term followers. Basically, the only people who are following me now on this is either people from, from the Plankcraft server, or the old psychedelic server, or somewhere else. If you're one of the somewhere else crowd, leave a comment down below, because it'd be interesting to see where people discovered my content and how. I mean, if you're on this server, or if you were on the old psychedelic server, well, duh, obviously. But yeah, if you discover me on somewhere else, let me know. Be interested to see. Alright, I'm going to... How much more do I have? 33. I'm going to be able to do one side and sort of look at how that... Oh, I need to get rid of that thing up here. And then I'm going to see how this looks. Get rid of it. Yeah, I caught it. I'm in two minds about whether I want to join those or not, because I'm going to have like a slab here, so these are going to be elevated in relation to the rest of the roof. So it sort of looks like a big rib sticking out. I'm not sure if rib is the right sort of description, but hey, it makes sense for now. And then do I go with like a flat? I'm thinking of maybe going with a flat roof, so it's almost like a pyramid with the head cut off, if that makes sense. I'm probably not making a hell of a lot of sense. But I'm going to stop nattering now and finish off this last little bit. And then what I'll probably do is go all the way back over there and see what it looks like. So let me just do that, and then I will come back to you. Okay, I can sort of see the shape in my head, and it is pretty close to what I want. The roof pitch is probably a little bit mellow for what I'm after, but I suppose it's not so bad. I'm not the biggest fan of the steep roof pitch, because that just means you've got a big empty space that you don't know what to do with. That's from a practical standpoint. I mean, from an aesthetic standpoint, I get it. I'm just not very good at them. But, yeah, see, it's cool. I don't really need a high ceiling in this. It's not going to be a double story, because look how much floor space we've got to play with. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I've got enough for one more corner. I'm going to need to go and grab more spruce wood again. It's a bit of a pain in the backside. I really need to bring out a lot more than what I do. I bring out like 4 or 5 stacks at a time, just completely underestimating just how much I need. I don't do these big builds very often, you see. It's usually smaller builds. Wait. It's close enough. Seriously, they need to just... Mojang, if you're watching, and you're probably not, make it so nighttime, it's classed as nighttime, in inverted commas, just a little bit sooner. Some of us like to have an early night. I say this at nearly midnight. Kix must be AFKing. He hasn't said hello or anything. Right, back to work. Won't be long. So I've just thought of another question to ask my excuse me, just thought of something else to ask you, you lovely viewers of mine. Editing. Now, this is a bit of a sore spot for me because I've sometimes been told that I don't edit my videos enough, and to some extent, I can see that's probably where that probably has a bit of truth to it. You know, especially when you I don't like to name names, but go check out Muzzlewood's latest plank. What the fucking hell are you doing? Oh my god. Go check out Muzzlewood's latest Plankcraft episode and you'll see what I mean. Like, there's a lot, you can tell there's a lot of effort put into that. And it looks, really good. Even though, me personally, I'm not a big fan of time lapses, it's just not something I really enjoy watching, but as far as his was concerned, it was really good because, with the replay mod, different camera angles and, all sorts of effects and stuff like that. It's something I've considered delving into. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's something I've considered delving into, but I don't really know. Should I? Is it worth it? Is that what people want to see? Like, I keep saying, it's my channel, I'll do with it what I want, but at the end of the day, if no one's watching it, it's sort of pointless, If no one wants to watch what I'm doing, then, I do care, but at the same time I don't, if that makes sense. But, the whole reason I ask for feedback is, if I'm going to make something that people are going to be watching, I want to make it good. And, to a degree, people's opinion, my viewer's opinion does matter. Even though I keep saying, it's my channel, I do with it what I want, stubborn old bugger. Yeah, so, and if you do agree with, those people who have said that to me in the past, that I don't edit my videos enough, in what way do I need to, or would you like to see it edited more? Like, not necessarily the style, but like time lapses. Please do not say background music, because I was told that once, and there's a time and place for background music. In the background of a time lapse, yeah, sure, but let's say I was talking right now and there was background music. I don't really think it suits the whole Let's Play style. It's just, yeah, as I say, that was just a difference in opinion I had with someone a while ago. But other than that, transitions, obviously my intro and outro. See, I'm at a bit of a loss with it. I'm really not sure. So yeah, give us some ideas, because I want to add a bit more artistic value to my videos, not necessarily in the content itself, but how it's presented. Because even I'm starting to feel now these days, I find myself just drag drop. Oh, you mother! Pew! No, that was a stupid idea. What's going on? There we go. Where did he come from? Give me that gunpowder and the XP. Not like I need it, but there you go. I'm usually a lot better with a bow than that. My God. Anyways, I've raised some questions. I'm hoping that the comments start coming in. I wish there was an animation where he lifted it to his mouth. That would be so much better. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I know I've run out of time by now. Yeah, as I say, give us all your feedback on all the questions I've asked, like, about the editing and, what do you want to see more of? All the same projects, like, 8 to 10 episodes worth until it's finished, or, maybe do 1, 2, 3 max and then move on to something else, come back, keep it varietous, as I say. What sort of, give us your thoughts. I want answers, yo. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to doing a bit more on this, because I think it's going to end up really cool, especially if some of you other plankers come and help, maybe. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing the bum stare again. There it is, the bum stare. Come on, people. No, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's all good. But yeah, as I said, thanks heaps. Mash all them mad buttons down below. The big red triangle and the one that looks like a dude giving a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. Thanks very much. That better be the nether portal there, not the bloody enderman. That's alright, yep. Just the nether portal, don't panic. I get distracted way too easily. Actually, yeah, that's one more question I'll ask. Is my easy distraction comical or just silly? Do I need to focus more, or are you fine with me just going off on a tangent? Anyways, goodbye. See ya.